Today is Tuesday, May 5th, and this is my latest project. The mechanic at the hardware store took this one home. A customer didn't want it because there was going to be too much involved fixing it. And like usual, it needs a new cylinder and piston, which is in the box there. So he sold the saw to me for $125, and I should be able to make at least $100 on it when I sell it. So I want to try to get it done today and get it taken to the store. Now I just took in my Stihl 028 AV and I put it on consignment either yesterday or I think it was Tuesday, sold today. I should be able to sell that for about $275. Now this is that Stihl 026 and we have gone through it. I had a leak down test and that was good. It was holding pressure. There's no leaks. I bought this carburetor and it did the exact same thing. The fuel hose and pickup is new. The pulse hose is new. That rubber boot behind there is new. Spark plug is new. I cleaned the muffler and the screen. What else? Just about everything that you could do, I did. And so both mechanics today came to the conclusion that the coil's bad. So I'm going to order one on Amazon for about $15. OEM, $142. So before I order it though, I'm going to pull the flywheel off and make sure everything's hunky-dory there. And see if we can't get this one going. I think I'm going to clean the parts one by one as I pull them off. And then we'll take it over the parts washer after a sip of coffee. And actually first I'm going to check compression. And I'll pull the muffler off and look in there at the cylinder and see what we can see. Yeah, we only got 60 pounds of compression, and you can see that piston scored really bad. The ring, no doubt, is collapsed in there, so we're going to pull that head off and then we're going to just clean this whole thing real good. Well, let's see, I used a nut driver with a 5/16 socket. Crescent wrench. Crack that loose, and now we're going to get this handle out of the way. A couple screws here and a couple on the other side. Got the coil in the mail today. Comes with that. Probably just going to put the coil in right off the bat and see what happens. I got the coil installed and that was the problem. It runs great now. So what it was doing on this particular saw is it would run at an idle and sound all right. If you gave it full throttle, it would rev and then die down, rev and die down, and that's all it would do. And it would just kept going up and down, no matter what you did. It would just keep doing that. I did buy an aftermarket carburetor, and it did the same thing. And, you know, I didn't pay much for it. So I put the OEM one back in it. But it runs good. And so Monday I'll take it in, put it on consignment, and I think I might put $350 and shoot for $3. I guess we'll have to see. So that wraps up that one. The Husqvarna 50 up here, I'm just waiting for, what am I waiting for on that one? Oh, a piston and ring, and that's it. All right, catch you later. Monday morning, I got my piston in the mail with the ring and the wrist pin and the retaining clips, and Duke's calling. We're slowly getting there. Now my 4 bolts that I had no idea where they went go right in here. Oh, I like that. Another thing I have noticed is that O-ring on here is bad, but I got O-rings. I have O-rings. So I'm going to put this cover on, the clutch brake cover, and I'm going to throw an O-ring on there and put some gas in it, see what she'll do. Okay, we're ready. I haven't put gas in there yet. I'm going to shoot some, what is that stuff? Starting fluid. You know, I've grabbed by mistake, like lubricant. I've had all sorts of cans and I just grab, because the lubricant can that I have is the same shape, and I've sprayed penetrating oil in there before in past times. So we're going to shoot some of that in there and see if she'll fire off. I don't like the way that this clips on there. It seems awfully loose inside. I might have to give her a pinch. I wonder if I can prop you up somewhere. There's only a little bit of gas in the fuel line, but I did get it started. Yay! All right. I'm glad. It wouldn't start and it wouldn't start. It's getting 150 pounds of compression, which that's really good. I checked the spark, it's getting a spark, and I pulled and pulled, the thing wouldn't start. So I took this wire off, and then it started. And so then I put it back on and it didn't quit, so I just needed to crank more. Everything's working good. So I'll finish putting it together, get the bar and chain on there, and put some fuel in it. So this one in the 026, the steel, is ready to be soaked.